He was the youngest black professor in Cambridge University's history, a genuine rising star in academia. Today, he resigned hours after Cambridge announced a new investigation into his record. He says he didn't do anything wrong. So, what actually happened here? Let's start with the background. Jason Arday made history when he was appointed professor of sociology at Cambridge at just 37 years old, the youngest black man ever to hold a professorship there. When he arrived in 2023, he was praised as an exceptional scholar focused on race, inequality, and education. So, this was not some obscure academic, this was a widely celebrated appointment, which is exactly why the story that followed became such a big deal. In July, the Daily Telegraph published a report alleging plagiarism in parts of Arday's PhD thesis and other academic research. Arday denied the claims directly, telling reporters he was not a liar. While acknowledging some errors, he also told the Times he believed the attacks against him were racially motivated. So, here's a detail that matters a lot for understanding this story fairly. Liverpool John Morris University, which awarded his PhD in 2015, actually investigated the claims and did not find plagiarism. Their conclusion was honest and reasonable error, not deliberate wrongdoing. Academic journals that published his work also opened their own reviews. So, going into this, you had one university clearing him of the most serious charge, while public scrutiny kept intensifying anyway. Cambridge's own response is a big part of the story. Initially, the university publicly supported RD, calling him the victim of a veil campaign. That's a strong statement of backing. But this week, Cambridge reversed course, announcing a new investigation after saying it had received new information about his academic qualifications and honorary appointments. The university was careful to say it takes misconduct allegations incredibly seriously, while also saying it continues to support Arday personally. That shift from full public backing to launching a formal investigation is really the turning point that led to what happened next. Just hours after Cambridge announced that investigation, Arday resigned, effectively immediately, from both the university and Jesus College. In his statement published by the Good Law Project, he described a profound sadness and said the relentless accusations, speculations, and public commentary had taken a serious toll on him and people he loves. There comes a point when the personal cost becomes too great, and this is the key part. Arde was explicit that his resignation should not be read as an admission of guilt. He framed it as stepping away for his own well being, not as a concession that the allegations were true. So, a genuinely complicated story. Real allegations are university investigation that clear him of the core claim. A second university now investigating separately, and a resignation that the subject himself says isn't an admission of wrongdoing. This one isn't fully resolved, and I don't think it's fair to treat it as if it is. I will follow up if Cambridge investigation reaches a conclusion. Subscribe if you want that update, and let me know your take in the comments.